Which among us and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, 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 away. She's been looking around, she's the talk of the town since she came here on All Hallows Eve. She'll corrupt all the women and ruin all the men before finally taking a lead. Oh, deny all you want, but I know what she's done, and I know that she's up to no good. But by calling us heathens, you're denying the demons that live in your own neighborhood. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good, unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh, grab your pitchforks and start your fire. Go grab your loved ones and run for your lives. There's a witch among us and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good, unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off the Grill podcast. 2 weeks in a row. That's not too bad. It's about to the point where everyone can just shut the fuck up because the sauce is back. Now, how long that lasts, who knows? I'm sure that'll fucking change. Probably as soon as next week. Who knows? We'll figure it out then, huh? In fact, I think it is especially. Specifically, I'm dumb. It is what it is. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one after work Monday. So it'll be a late show. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling, thinking, sucking, all that shit. Oh. So what's happened in the last week? I mean, the Jets went from 0-1 to 1-1. That's pretty good, right? I like that. I'm very happy about that. That was a fuck of a game, too. I only watched it on Red Zone, so I didn't see most of it. It wasn't all good. Flacco was real bad in the first half, which, I mean, he's old and washed, but hey, man, he put together enough of a game to fucking make my Sunday a good one. Garrett Wilson seems like he is going to be a fucking superstar. Someone referred to him or spoke, DJ Reed, quarterback for the New York Jets, said that Jefferson is kind of, or shit, Wilson is potentially a Justin Jefferson level as far as teams not wanting to fucking go up against him, potentially. But let's do a little shout out. Jess Graham in the house. Jess, not cable channel 11. That's interesting. That doesn't happen too often anymore, at least here. And old Billy Bean, my boy. Billy says gingers are beautiful. I'm not a ginger. I have a red beard, but that's all. My hair grows in light to darkish brown, sort of, depending on the lighting. When I was young, it was blonde. Oh my God, as I live and breathe, Gypsy Warrior. What's up, buddy? I know the last one was a little late for you guys over there. And of course, the lovely Jamie Hart. Hello and good to see you. Billy says, gingers are beautiful, touched by fire. Away with words. I don't know. I'm assuming this is going to be a light one, audience-wise. I mean, people are seeing movies. It's that time of year where they start fucking putting out, like, anniversary screenings of, like, horror movies and shit. Probably non-horror, too, but... So, a lot of this audience is going, and it's always dumb times. You know, like, fucking, hey, it's 6:45 on a Monday. We're going to play the fucking 40th anniversary of... Retard in the Woods or whatever. I don't know. Shit, I should have waited another minute before I said that. That'll get this ruined. But yeah, so I know it's gonna be a light one for that reason, and then whatever segment of my audience is like people that I know, which I feel like it fluctuates. Sometimes I got a lot of people fucking tuning in, watching. Whatever, they'll hit me up afterwards, or sometimes they'll be in the chat. But it's Monday night, and for some reason in week 2 they did the first doubleheader, or they did the doubleheader on Monday on ESPN for Monday Night Football. But game 1 of said doubleheader is the Buffalo Bills welcoming the Tennessee Titans to the fucking Bills home opener. So I've got some random amount of people fucking either there in person at the lovely New Era Field, or watching at home. I ain't got time for the fucking fat bald guy. Which I get it. I understand. Maybe I'd rather be watching that game too. I like to do things. I like to watch things. But here we are. I'm here. I'm doing my duty. It's already 7-0. About 10 minutes into the first quarter, Josh Allen has his first touchdown of the day. And at least he didn't go to Isaiah McKenzie. That's good. So I thought about throwing it on the fucking, hey, Jamie, go Bills. Absolutely. I might throw. Let's see if my laptop can handle fucking YouTube TV running also. This should be fun as I wait for it to load and you people just stare at me. Ah, good Christ. Make it go. There we go. That should be nice. Buffalo's challenging the ruling on the field. Get Derrick Henry the ball. I need to fucking... I gotta really get into this fucking words and things. Oh, I know. I need this win. I need Derrick Henry to score me points. Because I'm up 74 against a team that's playing Josh Allen, Isaiah McKenzie, Dalvin Cook, and A.J. Brown. So all four of those guys are playing tonight. Cook and Brown in the next game. And then, obviously, Allen and McKenzie now. But, yeah, congratulations on the anniversary, of course. Billy says, shaved head, you are now a ginger. And I like that. Sexually. I guess that's fair. I can't complain. I can't argue with that. It's sound logic. But so I saw on Twitter today that they apparently are doing some big fucking to do over in the UK today. Some old bat died like a month ago now, and they're finally putting it in the ground. It's like just fucking enough already. Enough of this shit. Stop covering it. It doesn't fucking matter. Put the bitch in the ground and forget about it. Fuck, it's fake. They don't do anything. It's like having a fucking president. It doesn't matter. Look how many jewels are on her crown. Isn't that nice? One time she didn't make all the coloreds stare at the ground when she walked by. What is old Jay the Stingray with a purple vegetable? Billy says, we stopped worrying about monarchs almost 250 years ago. Yeah, like, who fucking gives a shit? They don't run the government. They're like, I don't know, I bitched about this last week, but it's like, who does anybody in this fucking country really care that much? Like, deep down, or is it just it's on the TV, I better know everything about it. I'm lazy. I got nothing better to fucking do. Jess Graham says, Sauce will put his jewels on your crown. And yes, I will. Derrick Henry, touchdown Titans. All right, 3 more, and then just let the Bills go off. I think that'll put me up enough that it doesn't really matter what Josh Allen does. Billy says, I want to put my jewels on Sauce's crown. Listen, let's put jewels on crowns. Let's not fucking worry about who's are going where and what and when. I think that's fine. That's just fine. Ooh, I'm back up by 80. That's nice. That's going to make me feel better tonight. Oh, and Billy wants to give me a necklace of pearls. That's going to cost you a bunch of money, Billy. You don't fuss over me like that. Yeah, but it was funny. I had dinner with my mother and grandmother tonight. So we had the television on the news, and I saw that one fucking dork, the one that's married to the disgraceful the brown lady. You know, the one that ruined the bloodline. Her words, not mine. Queen's words, not mine. Just like walking in a line behind that old fucking pile of bones at this point. Just in a suit while everyone's in their fucking fancy British Navy attire. Well, fucking, what are they called? The nannies? Like we have the U.S., like the Navy SEALs. They have the British silly nannies. What is that? That's something. I didn't come up with silly nannies. It's funny, though. Whatever it is. Oh, boy. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about this shit. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm so sick of it that I need to finish this nice bottle of Hint blueberry lemon essenced water. It's not a word. So we'll continue to sip on that, and everything will be fine mostly. Stephon Diggs, wide open. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's probably going to get real distracting for me. We'll see. I'm not watching it, so that's good, but I do hear it in a little earpiece. Oh, balls. I don't write anything down still. Nothing's changed in that regard. But, I don't know. Maybe you guys can, like, send me $1 to take a shot. But I'll just take a shot of this. Oh, shit. I don't know. You guys want to talk about dark 4Ks? Because that's a thing that's been happening. Apparently, the people that bought, well, not people, there's like 2 tops. If even that. I don't even know. That are bitching about the Friday the 13th 4K Blu-ray that came out last week, the week before. Who cares? I didn't get it. I don't care. I like my features. The movie's as good as it could be. Like visually. On the Scream Factory box set, is it a little bright? Sure. But a couple people, I know Pizzow for sure, is complaining about it. That apparently the transfer on the 4K, the Paramount released 4K, is dark. And you had to fiddle with the settings. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is just a dark movie. Like, night is night. Like, pretty fucking, pretty clearly. Which is part of the appeal. It kind of really, that's one of the things that draws you into the movie and kind of gets you fucking, whatever. But I've also seen people like kind of saying exactly that yeah, it's dark. It's supposed to be dark. Shut up. Stop doing it. Stop complaining. Have another Christmas tree sandwich. Whatever the fuck those stupid hostess things are. Little Debbie. I just think most of the people that I see comment on his shit are people that are would buy anything he tried to sell them. Which is like a level of cultish behavior that I would like to cultivate myself and just really, really get something going for me. But what are you going to do? Oh, Billy with the compliments. Those sensual eyes draw me in. Big Crack Rock in the house. He says, I figured the Bengals would suck this year. They got lucky that other teams were catching clubfoot and shit at the right time. Well, so it's... The Bengals are weird. Obviously, they're 0-2. They lost to Dallas yesterday with fucking Cooper Rush starting at quarterback. And then the week before, they lost to Nail Biter. Their fucking super kicker fucked up and lost the game. They lost to the Steelers. But, so as a Jets fan, that's great because that means we're ahead of them in the standings. The Raiders losing yesterday also helps. You gotta stay ahead of the game, man. You gotta worry about the standings week 1. Don't try to make a fucking push towards the end of the season. That's how you get left out of the playoffs. But the Bengals have fucking talent on defense. It's a pretty solid defense. They got all those fucking pieces. Joe Burrow is the truth. Like, he is going to be one of the fucking faces of the NFL for the next 15, 20 years. So long as they don't get him hurt. Like they did the right thing in the offseason. They spent a whole bunch of money on the offensive line. They made trades. Like, they put resources towards fixing their biggest issue. And so far, it's potentially worse than it was a year ago. they haven't, by the looks of it, by shit I've read and, just kind of knowing some of their big plays from last year, the different concepts or whatever. I am a fucking idiot still. I know a little bit about it, but I'm dumb. I'm that guy that knows like 7% about everything, but, very little do I know like 100% of anything. You guys know this by now, the ones that are here. But so like they just kind of all do the same. They fucking their receivers just fucking Chase is gonna go long. They're gonna get Higgins in the middle of the field, Boyd underneath. That's kind of that. But like last year, their line was bad. So Burrow had to get it out pretty quick. But they're not working on that quick shit this year so far, and that's why, like he's on pace to double the amount of sacks he took last year for this year. And obviously that's not good. And, even though he's in year 3, he's already missed most of his rookie year. He already missed most of his rookie year with, was it an ACL? Last year, obviously, they got to the Super Bowl. It's always fucking, there is some level of truth to that. Like, the losing team of the Super Bowl has a real hard time getting back, like, just historically. So, they might not make it, man, but they also might not be that bad, Like, I know people are now starting to fucking pound the table for, they should have took the fucking Sewell, the tackle in Detroit. If they took him, their offensive line might have been better. But I lost my train of thought. That's fantastic. Oh, it's like the line play might have been better, but Jamar Chase is a large reason why they went to they made the playoffs and went to the Super Bowl. That kid is fucking insane. And Burrow is ultra familiar with the dude. So that, like there wasn't that, like they were able to hit the ground running. There wasn't that kind of acclimation process of trying to get used to the guy and where he likes to be to catch the ball, all that fucking dumb shit that goes through the chemistry of a quarterback and his wide receivers. I do like them. Like maybe the coaching staff just sucks. They might need to fucking switch up coaches to get back. But yeah. Well, the Jets are playing the Bengals this weekend. They're going with Flacco again. Zach Wilson's not coming back until he's fucking 110%, which I think is the right move. Don't rush the fucking kid back before he's ready. Let him sit. He's getting time now because of the injury to sit and watch Flacco. Flacco misses shit now. He's getting older, but there's still plenty to be fucking learned from that guy. The guy was in a great program with the Ravens for most of his career. He won a Super Bowl. And as much as people went, oh, that Ravens defense was always so good, Flacco fucking put the team on his back in the playoffs. He had one of the best fucking quarterbacking fucking playoff stretches ever. So there's definitely plenty to learn from him. Breece Hall looks nice. Michael Carter looks nice. The offensive line is patchwork as it's become. Dwayne Brown probably being out and probably using the Jets to fucking rehab, which sucks because that's the second time that's happened in 5 years. That fucking guard that came over, Kalichi Osemele, I think that's how you say his name. Guard came over from the Raiders. And then he was a Raven at one point too. But anyway. On top of that, the defense is seemingly fucking stronger. Like they more or less held the Ravens in check week 1. They did pretty well. Nick Chubb's another fucking scary guy on the ground. So 3 touchdowns is a lot, but that dude was gonna could have been 6. He could have fucking set records against them potentially. So. I'm optimistic. And although last week wasn't great, it's week 1. It doesn't really tell you a whole bunch about the team. It is nice to fucking have some optimism past week 1 as a Jets fan. But that game yesterday was unfucking believable, man. Like we were down Right shortly after the 2-minute warning, we go down 13 points. Ensuing drive, we fucking hit a home run, fucking pass deep down the field. Corey Davis is wide open. Scores a touchdown, but get the onside kick. So, like, as a Jets fan, all right, 2-minute warning. Hey, we're down 7. Maybe we could do this if we get lucky. We could tie it up and lose in overtime. Okay, and then they run the fucking ball in the end zone. Oh, yeah, same old shit, same old season. It's how it goes. You just fucking give up at the end of the game. And they miss the extra point. Oh, it's only 13. That's interesting. Well, something will happen. They'll fumble the kickoff or something, whatever. That doesn't happen. They score the touchdown. All right, well, he's going to miss the extra point. He's going to fuck it all up. Makes the extra point. Well, now we got to do it onside. That's it. That's the end of the game. They made the onside. Holy fuck. We got the ball. And they moved the ball down the field. All right, where's the interception? It's coming. Someone's going to fumble. Something bad. Something awful. Garrett Wilson scores a second touchdown. Holy fucking shit. All right, well, now he's going to miss the field goal. Tie game, we're going to lose in overtime. That's, fantastic. Fantastic. And made the extra point. We're up. Oh, we're going to play super prevent and fucking let him throw one pass and get into field goal range, right? We're going to lose that way. No, incomplete, short gain, something like that. And then interception. Game's over. I was in the middle of chopping up pork at work. I made a pork stew for the gentleman yesterday. That wasn't awful. Pork stew does make you kind of puke in your mouth a little bit, I think, but hey, what are you going to do? It was a stew. It was fine. Potatoes, onions, celery, carrots, meat, and a fucking sauce of some description. But whatever. It's better than nothing. They liked it. That's all that matters. Like, I'm about the only one that cooks them like real shit from scratch. So there's paperwork that needs to be done every night. That's all done by hand. The shit that's on the computer, I don't care about. My hands cramp up like fucking instantly, though. It takes me forever to do. So I do make the fucking with my staff. I go, listen, you do that. You pack their lunches. I'll cook. I'll do medication. All that shit. Just like, I am not writing this, so. And I've got this weird fucking thing in my head. Well, they can't just give them like hamburger helper. I got to cook for them. I got to do actual things. Make the shit that's on the menus like from scratch. And so, yeah, there's all those things. So, but I'm just fucking like, I dropped the knife and just started screaming, like cursing. Nobody came running, luckily, but. And then the staff that I was working with came in and she's like, what? I'm like, oh, you didn't hear any of that? She was outside, so it didn't matter, but whatever. Let's check the chat. Billy says, movie mostly filmed at night is dark. ... Yeah, right. It's weird, huh? Oh, pardon me. Jamie says the cult of sauce. And Billy says, I'm in your cult, Daddy. Ooh. Big Crack Rock says, I think they did some artificial brightening to the dark scenes of the last Scream Factory release. That might have skewed some opinions. I don't know. I didn't buy it. Yeah, the Scream Factory is definitely brighter than like the VHS, and I'm guessing, I don't remember, but like the Paramount DVD and Blu-ray release. But who cares? It fucking still looks nice, even though it is brighter. But like, I can't imagine being like upset that it's dark like it's supposed to be. Dan asks, "What is a Ute?" And the answer down here with Billy Bean: Ute in the Northeast is a youngin in the South. In Australia, it's like an El Camino, which I can't verify if that's true, but Billy's my car guy. So I'm gonna defer to him on that one and just emphatically agree that in Australia a Ute is like their version of an El Camino. Gypsy says, "Children of the Sauce." Dan, good to see you. I know you were here already, but it's nice to see you here. Late or not. Jamie says, "Stew is bossio." I don't like soups most of the time. Like a beef stew, I'll eat. That's nice, but like a chicken noodle makes me want to barf. Beef vegetable, all that fucking minestrone shit. Fuck all of that. Gypsy asks, "Did you see the news? We could get a new Jason movie soon." So I saw like an initial kind of rumor, and I just kind of left it at that. So technically, yes, I have seen it, but I know less than nothing about it. Billy says, "Never made a pork stew, but my beef or lamb stew will keep you fat and warm." Dan has a question. Mia Goth or Jenna Ortega? Go on Jenna Ortega. That fucking Mia broad creeps me out. I don't find her attractive. I hate her face. Let's check in on the game. Oh, the Bills didn't score? That's not good. All right. Run the ball. Derrick Henry, lots of him. Dan goes, "What the fuck? Mia all the way." No. Her face creeps me out. I don't give a shit. Nothing's going to change that. Like, it's a creepy version of Jenna Ortega, if I'm remembering correctly. And I don't like it. You think, oh, what's her face is still fucking. Yeah, she has a tiny, creepy little face, Dan, and you can fuck off. She is creepy. That's a creepy woman. Go fuck yourself. Oh my God. Jamie says the first quarter. It is the second quarter, about 11 minutes to go. You know, at the end of the day, Big Crack Rock fucking does hit it on the head. She's not hot. Shut the fuck up. He likes some creepy and old because he thinks fucking Angela from Night of the Demons is still attractive. Like the actress now. Fucking Rue McClanahan's niece. And she ain't. But Big Crack Rock says they both look Downs adjacent, and that's true. But if I got to go with one, I got to go with the Spanish flavor, the Latinx flavor. Dulce! I dropped my phone! You like my head? Dan says Google her nymphomaniac scenes. I don't want to clock into work. Thank you. I'm not going to. I don't find her attractive. Her face, dude, I'm very much like a face first or second guy. Like a killer body with a monster of a face. Like my face, okay, I got a pretty face. Dan's face on a woman, like a fucking, like on Alexandria Daddario's body is a no-go for me. I'm just out immediately. Even like Dan's face without the beard. Okay, like he is truly fiendish looking. And it's just not going to work for me. I'm sorry. It's what it is. Es lo que es. Gypsy says, my favorite stew is Stewie Griffin. And I'd have to say that's true. That's probably him or Stewart from Mad TV. If we're going to count, you know. My least favorite stew is Pierce Brosnan and Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, as a kid, he was always the villain of the movie to me. But, like, that's mostly a movie without villains because like he seems to be a decent guy. Like, well, your marriage didn't work, and I like you, so maybe I can take care of you and your children. And Robin Williams is just like fuck that guy. But I assume eventually he does get over it kind of by the end. Isn't there like a scene where he kind of waves to both of them from the window without doing the finger as they turn around? I don't remember. I gotta watch that movie again. It's been like a month. Old Jonathan Bombastic in here. Bombastic is a Jewish name we found out recently, last week sometime. He goes, this fucking guy again? I'm back, tentatively. It's my life has no fucking stability. I can't give anyone like a fucking solid, hey, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take care of this. Get this set up for this date, that date, whatever the fuck. She's like, Dan says she can get stuck at my place anytime. Gypsy says the hottest girl I've ever seen is Juliana Guile. I don't know how the fuck do you say. Is that how you say that stupid fucking last name in the Friday reboot? Something about her was stupendous. I wouldn't call her the hottest woman I've ever seen, but something about her indeed was stupendous. Billy Bean just went and looked and have to go Jenna. The other looks like the hottest tart in Britain. She's not wrong. Jamie says that her husband thinks the same way Gypsy does. Dan says they'd make me the new Flash if that happens. I don't know what he's referring to. I don't know. IDK, bro. Jonathan says, hottest chick on the planet, bar none, Gianna Michaels. That's a hard one to argue against. Her face is a little goofy. I like it. Like there's a bitchiness about it there, but her nose is weird. But yeah, other than that, that's a minor thing. Like that's avoidable. What a lovely gal. Lovely, lovely gal. Brian Trash in the chat says, hey, Lord Steak. Hello. Gypsy says, I also really like Kristen Stewart as Joan. Yo, fuck yeah, dude. Her, was it Dakota Fanning as Sherry Curry? Right, and then Lita Ford is played by Scout Taylor Compton. I don't know the other one, so. But yeah. From a bangability scale, those are three great. Nina Hartley sucks, Dan. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to do this here. I'm busy when Corey does those fucking selection shows, but fuck that broad. Not literally. But yeah. Great casting in The Runaways from visual. Ezra Miller joke. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. Shut up. You don't even know what a good ass is. Chips says Ezra Miller makes Amber Heard look sane. Well, no, he just makes her look like a different kind of crazy, like a female version of crazy. Because no matter how much he fucking wants to whine and complain about it, he's a fella. Until he decides he's a lady, he's a fella. That fucking middle shit's no good. But we're not doing that this week. We did that last week. I don't want that to be the podcast. I don't know what else to talk about. I thought I had... Oh! So I came across this stupid fucking Screen Rant article today. Mostly it's interesting to me because apparently there is a prequel series, Welcome to Derry. It's a prequel of the It series. Welcome to Derry is an It prequel series set in the 60s, which will reportedly focus on the antics of Pennywise decades before the Losers Club faced off against a supernatural entity. So it's purely a prequel to the 2017 and 19 movies. So 60s is interesting. You don't see much with that. This article is about how the It prequel, uh, Stephen King's Pennywise prequel, is missing the movie's biggest draw. Which, to summarize it, is that the biggest draw is the fucking 80s nostalgia, and I think that's fucking horseshit. Maybe on like a grand scale it's correct, but like anyone that fucking likes horror movies didn't give a fuck. Likes horror movies or like Stephen King's stuff. Doesn't give a fuck about what when it's set. Like the book is set in the fucking the 50s and the late 80s. Or the fucking early 90s, whatever the fuck. Ditto for the miniseries. Ooh. Gypsy calling out Terry from Friday the 13th Part 2 for asses, and making a good point. One very well sculpted point. Even though she looks like a fucking caveman after she gets shot in the ass, she turns around like a fucking Neanderthal, just like one furrowed brow. But like the nostalgia is not like the story, the creepiness, the fighting, the fucking with this psychotic child feeding on entity, this alien being. Nothing to do with the fucking 80s, all right? Like it came out around the same time, like a year after, I guess, but it was well into production at that point. After that fucking Stranger Things garbage. So I get there's definitely an element of that nostalgia because this fucking country loves nothing but nostalgia. And hey, every now and again it's fun. It's a nice, oh yeah, I remember we used to wear those when our pussies weren't dry. Isn't that funny? Oh, bucket hats, yeah. Uh-oh. Mitch Morse is out. It's like I just like the premise of the article is, at least in my mind, fucking off. But I did not know that Welcome to Derry was even a thing. I saw nothing about it. I've seen nobody talk about it. Of course, this article has nothing to do with when it comes out or anything like that. It's just whining about my 80s. Now, it does kind of expand on it the further into the article you get about how, like, the 50s, like the 50s were kind of like looked on as like a period of like a boom period for the US and a time of growth and whatever. You could fucking just be some dork. It looked like fucking Michael Douglas and Falling Down and make good money and just buy a house cash. Here you go. Suppose in my pocket. And same with the reboot in the 80s. 80s on its face. Time of fucking, the yuppies and fucking everybody just making money for no reason. Houses were dirt cheap again. And you look on the fucking underneath all the racism in the 50s and shit, the fucking like the real, like the kind of beginnings of the civil rights movement, just the shit that pushed the civil rights movement kind of into action. I don't think Emmett Till was in the thing. It was early 60s, but like just fucking crazy shit like that where they'd find, blacks had just had enough of the fucking horse shit. Enough of the malarkey. Good. I'm fucking glad they did. But, and then in the 80s, the fucking crack epidemic that was kind of the FBI in on that one, if not the CIA too. And that kind of shit, the fucking, the Contra, the Iran Contra shit, all that fucking stuff. All, would later come home to roost and, supposedly fucking take those 2 big buildings down in New York. But, thanks, Obama. So in like the 60s, it is kind of a time, other obviously like the assassinations and shit that happened there weren't great. But overall kind of looked on as like the Woodstock, the peace and love fucking movement and all that shit. And, like I said earlier, the civil rights movement and shit kind of in full swing at that point. And so like that is I don't know. And I don't really see, like, you don't think 60s when you think of horror to a large, as far as like, you can't really play. I can't anyway. I mean, I'm fucking not the most fucking studious, film watcher, but like, there's obviously Psycho was a big fucking movie, 1960, but 50s you can kind of think of the monster movies, like fucking, like kind of the Hammer horror beginnings, and like kind of the Universal monster resurgence and shit, and kind of like drive-in shit to me. Like, when I think drive-in shit, I don't think like those fucking gritty little grindhouse 70s things. I think like black and white 50s movies. 80s obviously big time in like slashers and shit like that. So like there's a big fucking horror, and I think that first fucking In Search of Darkness, that documentary thing. Like, what's his face from fucking Bill and or Ted, whichever one it is, the one that's not Keanu Reeves. The fuck is his name? Alex Winters. Like, he talked about like the 80s, the commentary about like Ronald Reagan and shit. And he came off as like a fucking pretentious dork about it, but it's not untrue. Like shit like Motel Hell kind of fucking lends itself that way. But the 60s are weird. Like, there's not really a bunch of beats. Like, obviously, like, there's culture and shit, but like horror wise, it's not. They just kind of made movies. There wasn't like a, hey, let's piggyback off of that, because I don't think there were a whole lot of like Psycho ripoffs, and maybe it's just like Hitchcock is too hard to try to rip off. I don't know. But like, I can't think. Oh yeah, 60s was fucking big for these things. Anything like that. I feel like now I'm talking out my ass and just talking in circles. So it'll be interesting, I guess, to see what they kind of do and how they kind of write it. And I really fucking sincerely hope that they don't fucking over modernize. It's the 60s. They talked a certain way. They did shit a certain fucking way. They didn't fucking have they, thems, or really, at least not, fucking, at least not high key. I'm not saying they didn't exist. I had to have. But like, even like just fucking straight male to female, female to male, transsexuals, that that wasn't fucking really done too much. Certainly not fucking. So I opened my Gatorade and my Baja Blast. I just realized. Sorry. God, that fucking. I have the brain of a squirrel. But it'll be interesting. I don't know when this shit comes out. I guess I could look it up, right? Oh, is it a TV show? Like, it's on HBO Max. It was announced in March and I missed it. So back in June, Collider put out an article. Welcome to Dairy Writer's Room celebrates first day. Fuck off. A day with red balloons. That's fun. So now the series flows closer as writer Shelley Meals confirmed her involvement via Twitter, posting photos of red balloons floating outside the writer's room. Do not see. All right, yeah. So the book came out in '86, so that's probably roughly when it fucking takes place. So. Okay, so it says it is still unknown when the series will begin filming, but if it begins production this year, 2022, it might premiere in 2023, just in time for next year's Halloween season. That's all good to know. That's nice stuff. Dan says Black Sunday from 1960 should be better known. Gypsy says, as should Black Sunday from 77. Gypsy says, anyone ever seen a movie called Digstown? I watched it the other day and thought it was awesome. Dan says it's been a while, but he remembers it being really good. Here in the UK, Gypsy says it's actually called Midnight Sting. It's funny that they do that. That fucking that Donald Pleasance movie, A Gypsy, you had me watch, has fucking different names between the U.S. and the U.K. I can't think of the fucking thing. I was talking about it the other day because I liked it. I brought it up. Again, fucking brain of a squirrel. Oh, heavens to Betsy. So, Gypsy, real quick, what do you think about the Queen's demise? Are you just heartbroken? Her last moments must have been Deathline. That's it. I like Deathline. She must have been just so distraught as she's fucking slowly croaking. Oh, when I die, who is going to tell me that the N-word is not allowed in the main room with the rest of us? The N person mustn't be in front of me. Tell her she can call in on the fruitcake's phone. The kid fucker. Patch her in, kid fucker. Hello, I'm the Queen. That's how you know it's a good impression. Dan says, Al passed? We've been over this. He passed months ago. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Just in time, it's Sean McManus. Oh, I was worried about you. I didn't see you last week. You didn't comment nothing. Speaking of which, let's get some fucking comments on this video. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Gypsy says, I actually thought she was a nice old lady, but I don't really care about the rest of them. My mom and dad were really upset, though. So, especially because you're from Scotland. Sean says, watched Zombie Monsters last night. Yikes. That one, I think I'm going to have to get fucking paid to watch that. I don't really give a shit about the Monsters, and I don't give a shit about Rob Zombie doing anything that's not of his own design. So I don't fucking, I can't see me just wasting, an hour and a half to watch that fucking pile of shit. Sean says it got leaked. Yeah, I've heard it's on different things. I'm sure I'll probably be gifted it soon enough. I think I've seen confirmation to that fact, but like if that's a gift from God, I think I'll spit in his face. Oh, Gypsy. Oh, good thing you said that because that reminded me of another thing I got to do.
The faggot of the opera.
I really do like that clip. It's one of my favorite things. Sean says, yeah, it's bad. Dan saying comes out very soon. Gypsy says, Dan actually toured the castle where she died like 2 months ago, and our tour guide said Andrew has always been an asshole. A child fucking asshole. What you gonna do? Sue me? We live in different countries. Blow me, fagtard. I present thee Prince Diddler. No, but I came across this on Twitter earlier. I think Ice-T shared it. He and I are pretty good friends, so like this country's fucked. Like the left and the right have been out of their minds for years, but like the right is now stooping to the same like embarrassing internet culture garbage that the fucking left has like kind of been at the forefront of from the beginning, really. But I found this. I'm going to play it. It's a minute. If you live in Utah, you're probably familiar with this. Maybe not. But let's take a look.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms and the right to free speech. I want less government control and regulation, want to stop and expose all political corruption where there's integrity, morality, accountability. Government programs should lead to self-sufficiency and support traditional family as the fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they're pushing for new beliefs. And just to clarify, as a female adult, I know what a woman is.
Word. I fucking sat at my desk today for a good 5 minutes just staring as it played over and over on Twitter. What the fuck? Like, I still really don't have the fucking words for this. Like, how unaware can you be? Like, self-unaware, unself-aware? Here, let's settle this now. Is it unself-aware or self-unaware? I don't know which one is which, but boy, does it make me sad. But like these fucking old, and I guess it is mostly an old thing, more so than like the fucking, like, you know, the Nazi-looking ones, the younger ones. And I said Nazi-looking, they have similar hairstyles. Shut the fuck up. I didn't call them Nazis because they're not. Nazi is a very specific kind of thing. But, like, no one told her, hey, Gretchen, or whatever the fuck her name was, Susan, right? Paulson. Oh, and she fucking tried to rhyme Paulson with Constitution. I want to shoot her in the face. Anybody that's listening, if you're in Utah, get a gun and... Never mind, nothing. I'm not allowed to do that. That will get this channel fucking wiped out. Please don't do that. Even if you're not listening to this, please don't. She doesn't really deserve that. Yes, she does. But don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, let's see here. Gypsy says his favorite royal was Diana. She was a sweetheart. What a dear, dear young lady she was. A bit of a goer, too, from what I hear. Sean asks where I've been. I covered that in the last episode. I know it's kind of dicky to say that, but I don't remember where I've been. I was at Tennessee at some point. I worked a lot, spent time with my girl and her child. Jonathan says, looks like everyone in Britain just realized they have a monarchy. The word king caught them off guard. Yeah. Look at that king shining, that fat-fingered fucking rosacea-cheeked king. That fucking blithering, inbred idiot king. Stumbling, demented child king. Dan says, move over Kanye. Sean says, K, time to jump out a window. Jonathan says, banger. Gypsies, I'm going to guess she's the kind of person that think lizards run the world. Well, yeah, lizards are cavemen based on her fucking, the shit she's into politically. What are you into politically? What are you into, you fucking whore? You whore bitch. Fuck yeah. Oh, Corey says that's awesome. Good to see Corey Ross in the chat. Bombastic says boomers believe everything, dude. Gypsy says MTG and his Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming for you. Yeah, well, she can take her crystals and shut the fuck up. Fucking loony broad. Nothing she says or pretends to stand for makes any fucking sense. Truly, I hope she kills herself. I like to make werewolf movies. Gypsy says, by the way, I recently discovered Lauren Boebert. She is the worst. Look, I think fucking Jim Cornette's had a couple run-ins with her. Big Crack Rock. Something brain. What is that? A mouse? Is that a tiny mouse brain, or is that supposed to be squirrel brain? That makes sense, I guess. Either way, in my dumb fucking head. Corey says, "Glad to see Sauce Bear Steak back." I'm happy to be back. I've had a good time. Speaking of killing themselves, as I would like for MTG to do, formerly a member of my family that I would love for to do the same. Tim Dillon said it years ago, man. See, it doesn't come up as a squirrel to me. I figured that's what it was. I don't know. It looks like a mouse. There's just some fucking things, and things were said. My integrity, my fucking work ethic, which ain't great. That kind of shit called into question with a bunch of fucking made up shit. Some fucking what I don't have time for is a fucking persecution complex. So kill yourself, don't kill yourself. Watch this or don't. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, you're dead to me. I don't got time for it. I'm not gonna fucking entertain it. It's over. It's a one strike rule with me. I don't give a fuck. Goodbye. Take you and your fucking half-assed, fucking cracked out family-in-law, and just fucking keep me out of it. I don't care. Not as funny as I planned it to be. Just kind of bitter. I'm real mad about it still, but it's over. Dan asks, what's your most anticipated Halloween season movie? I gotta say the Hellraiser fucking movie coming out on Hulu next month. Halloween ends. I learned my lesson. I'm not excited. I'm going to see it. I have to. I don't have a choice. I gotta see that fucking piece of shit trilogy through, but I don't care. The Hellraiser one I'm fucking super interested in. So I can't wait for that. I'll be let down, I'm sure. Jonathan says, I was at a barbecue this weekend at a cousin's house, and his side of the family is like very, very religious. One of the kids there was arguing with Rippy, his daughter, that dinosaurs weren't real. And he also says, I got a lot of weird looks when I defended dinosaurs. That's Kentucky for you. I didn't do a whole lot of talking when I was down in Kentucky. I just kind of, okay, yeah, please, go away. Gypsy says he's looking forward to Halloween Ends most. Sean says, I wish they would hurry up and put out a trailer for Hellraiser. Gypsy says he forgot about Hellraiser. He likes David Goyer, so I hope it's good. I just hope it's good. I don't have any skin on anyone involved in the movie. I'm just fucking looking for something nice. That is a fucking series that has like nothing but misses since 93? So it'd be nice just to have something that was watchable past the first 2.5 movies. I like 3, but it's far from perfect. That's fucking clear. But something I forgot to do last week. I'm going to give a shout out to Unita Candles, one of the newer ventures of the Christian Hanahara Planet CHH fucking grouping. I lost my train of thought again. From those properties, it's nice. But I have been going on a bit of a spending spree, picking up their releases. I grabbed most of them, at least one pack of their wax melts. I've heard from the man himself, eventually they're going to go for like full-on candles, but the melts are something nice for now. While they get their scents kind of worked out, I think. I'm guessing that's part of it. Maybe it's just production shit or equipment they need. I don't fucking know what goes into making a candle. But we have a nice pile of things to go through. My $8 Canvas Tops Friendly Markets bag. Didn't know it was $8 till I fucking scanned it. So thanks, because it's all tied in with the cheap ones. Cunts. New York is one of the states that you don't have plastic bags. I was so thrilled to be in Tennessee where everything comes in a plastic bag. Fucking. And the cashier at Walmart down there put like 2 things in each bag. We ended up with like 50 of them. Should I put these in some kind of order? Maybe. So that's one of the OGs. We'll put that separate. That's this one. And that's that one. This one, this one, this one. Jeepers Creepers. Not the pedophile movie. All right. So obviously we went fucking day one. We hit the Big Apple. The Jason Takes Manhattan. It's like an apple cinnamon. It's fucking lovely. I made sure that they sold out of that one. Lickety split. Along with that, I also picked up some Always Check Your Candy, which is like a pumpkin spice candy-ish sort of smell. It's fine. Pumpkin spice is something that is usually okay flavor-wise. Scent-wise, though, not my favorite. So then after that, we got the Nightmare release, 1 through 5, I believe. There are 5 here, Fatso, so yes. So it hits you up top, Never Sleep Again, a coffee scent. It's fucking real strong smelling, and I love it. It makes my penis a little bit hard. Does just a little every time I smell it. So that's real confusing. My boxers get a little gunked up. Nothing at all. And I got part 2, Freddy's Revenge, a fruity cereal. That's pretty funny. So they described it on the website, and Christian has said it's Fruit Loops. I lean a little closer to Fruity Pebbles, although I'm sure that's fucking probably just the same smell, and I'm dumb. We got Dream Warriors, which is a nice lavender. I don't remember what this one smells like. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not a scent that I'm going to go after. It's kind of, I guess it's lavendery, but it reminds me of like laundry. Part 4, buttered popcorn. Real strong on the butter smell. Oh, it's just popcorn, it says, but it's definitely butter. Part 5 is Baby Freddy. I don't remember this one. Yeah, it's like straight up baby powder. So that'll be like a fucking... I like candles and shit, but I like 4 different scents, and that's all. So that's a me problem, not a they problem. So when their shit pops back up, head on over to youneedacandles.com and head that out. But we aren't done. We got the 2,4,5 trioxin that you really can't see most of. That's actually kind of turned out cool. It's a nice citrus smell, heavy on the lime. I'm a fan. Everyone that I've had smell that one without looking at the cover has said, "Oh, is that lime?" Then we got just a little decayed matter, a nice part 2 candle. It smells like acid rain. What they're saying anyway. And it's kind of like a clean smell. I don't know exactly what it is. It's interesting. I'll probably burn those one or melt these ones. And then we got the Love from Beyond the Grave. No, not the fucking Shadow, which is a strawberry scent. It's very strawberry. I don't like it. I'll give it to my mother or someone. Some kind of lady. It's a lady smell to me. Next, we got The Bride. If There's a nice wedding cake scent, which is nice. It doesn't, I mean, wedding cake smells like most other cakes. So it's a cute distinction. It's a gimmick, though. Whatever. I like it. It does smell good. I'll definitely melt that one down. To me, the release of all so far, the best fucking one is one of the latest. It is the Dracula release. It's a nice, just straight cinnamon, no apple involved. It's so fucking hard. At least I have a hard time finding straight cinnamon. You know, usually it's like cinnamon and spice, and there's some like fucking brown sugar smell in there or something like that. Or it's apple cinnamon or cinnamon apple, and it's more apple than fucking cinnamon. I just want my cinnamon. Look, Big Red, I like the cinnamon thing. Help me out, please. Thank you. Oh shit! So that's all I've gotten. There were more. Dan says he liked the creature one. That was like some kind of swamp water or something. I think it was Katrina floodwater scent, if I'm not mistaken. Dan says Inferno and Judgment are worth a watch as far as Hellraiser sequels go. Gypsy says it still upsets me we never got the Halloween crossover movie. It doesn't upset me one bit. I don't like crossover movies. Keep my shit separate. I don't like this fucking like, you know, whatever universe, extended universe bullshit. Shut up. Jamie says, dude, Pumpkinville's pumpkin spice fry cakes are delicious. Treat yourself. They're pretty good. I'm not a big fry cakes. Fucking, I don't know. What the fuck is a fry cake? Is it just like a fancy word for a donut? Yes, it is. So, not a big donut guy. Theirs are solid for that, though. They're fucking apple cider's great, though. Pumpkinville's a fucking haul for me now. That'd be like a 2-hour ride one way. That's down like, I think, Olean way, somewhere near there. Right? Maybe it's nice, maybe like Franklinville, maybe. I don't fucking remember. It's somewhere out there. I've been several times. It's fun, especially for kids if you're in the Western New York area. Make your way to Pumpkinville, huh? Big Crack Rock smells like a burnt abortion. Gypsy asks if there's a coconut smelling one. I don't think there is yet. Maybe it's one of the ones I didn't get. But Christian, if you're watching, get a coconut one out there, huh? Maybe put something nice together for Gypsy so he doesn't have to pay customs shit, or at least not as much of one. Big Crack Rock says I put a wax melt on a coal one time, a hot coal one time. Shit probably gave me brain cancer. She says Jesus, Katrina floodwater. Dan says crossover movies sound better on paper, and that's probably true. Chip says if Pinhead would have popped up in Freddy vs. Jason, I think that would have been epic. And I think I would have hated that movie even more. I fucking hate that movie and everything it stands for. Yeah. So those are those. I was real happy to fucking get those. I'm kind of excited for the Halloween set that's coming up. They've already previewed the pumpkin spice for Halloween 78. Jamie says she goes to Pumpkinville every year for the donuts. She needs them. Like it's typed out in a very, let me just show you. A very addicty sort of way. Brian says, I like the smell of peppermint. That's not a bad candle scent. Christian, listen, people are looking to line up and buy, potentially. But at least they're giving you ideas if you're running out. You know, keep these under your hat, maybe, for a rainy day. Last thing I can really think of, the only thing that I really remember buying, I did pick up the Child's Play 4Ks, that whole set. I'm going to be selling all the posters soon. But this arrived in the mail last Tuesday. The Fog 4K, 1980. Nice little picture on it. Sounds good. Same old features from the Blu-ray release. But, hey, For my money, it was worth the upgrade. I love this movie. It's nice. It's simple. It's quick. It gets to the fucking point. Fog, ghosts, get to it. Let's go. Let's see the fucking resolution. Plus, Tom Atkins. Hot Jamie Lee Curtis. Let's fucking go. Oh yeah. Gypsy loves the fog. And he says, by the way, my girlfriend bought some of those Goop candles. Are those the Gwyneth Paltrow ones? He says they're actually not too bad. I mean, yeah, like you can say it's my fucking, it smells like my cunt. And it's just, arrangement of flowers. Oh. Well, I think it's 7-10 in the game. But I think it's we're running them zeros. It's about to hit the fucking clock. We're gonna take a knee and run the game clock out. Thank you to everybody watching, everybody hanging out in the chat. Dan Shine, Gypsy Warrior, Bride Trash, Jamie Hart, Big Crack Rock, Mr. Bombastic, Big Brian Trash, if I didn't say him, Sean McManus, Jess Graham, Corey Ross. Oh, shit. Jada Stingray, I saw in here. Who else was here? Oh, Billy Bean, of course. He's fallen asleep. It is almost 9 p.m. He's an older gentleman. He's 57 years young. I used to bounce you on my lap. And your father got upset. Who got suspended? Mike Evans is suspended one fucking game. Damn. That little fight. Lattimore didn't get shit, huh? Oh, shit. Was anyone else here? I hate digging through the chat. I'm going to shout out RetroCac. I know he ain't here, but he's been busting my chops on Twitter today. I love you, Gibbs. You're a sweetheart. Oh, Jeepers Creepers. I think I got everybody. All right. I know. Thanks for watching. That's all I got for this time. And until next time, Iris loves you.